Heidi ho, my crafty friends. This is Lori at the Ladybug Journals. How are you today? So, as you can tell, there's just kind of a mess everywhere. So today we are going to add kind of the finishing bips and bops in our book. So I've got some little tags here, just made from paper, and it's just got a little sticker and it's got a little string, and then I used I'll think of what it's called in a minute on it to kind of decorate the tree. And that's going to go, remember one of those little bitty hold on a minute, I'll show you those little tiny pockets that we made. It's just one of the little tiny ones. Hold on a minute. Like this one. It would be like this one up here at the top. It would fit in there. Now, of course, you could make that shorter, and I most likely will now that I see how long it is. It would fit in something like that. Now, I still have to round these because my paint's dried. And if you watched the previous video, I did add a little bit of ink to that with my pens so you can see a little bit better. And I went over the snowflakes with some silver so you can see them better. You still can't see them really well up there. I can, but I don't think you can on screen. And I've decided that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this page right here. I'm just not sure. But see, this would even be a good pocket for it right here. Let me show you. Like this little pocket right here, because it's so small that I made. This would be a good pocket to put it in right here. If I can get a hold of it. Well, that's the hard part about these little pockets, is I can never get a hold of them. I think just a little bit bigger one could go in there, but something like that could go in there. And I still think I would make that smaller, though. I still think I'm going to make that smaller. It's a little bit too long. It's just going to flop around. Okay, so that's what I mean by smaller pockets. Now, there's that silly snowman. I do think I'm going to cover that because he just is not what I want. But we have lots and lots of pockets here to do. And we still have some pages, but I do want to go on and add some lace and some other things. And I thought what we would do also is add some side tucks, and I want to use some old Christmas cards on the pages. These are just some old Christmas cards, and I want to use some of these to decorate the pages. And these are just from old Christmas cards that I've cut. And as you can tell, this doesn't go together. It's because I used the middle of it. So I'm going to straighten this up, and then we're going to use this piece and this piece. We're going to use these as flips or side pockets. And then I already have a few tags made here. I have these made. This one still needs its little thingamabop in the top, and so does this one. This one still needs its ribbon. This one, I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it. I got out some stickers to decorate a few of the pages. I got out some, and I covered my workspace. I got out some tea bags in case we decide to use some tea bags. Now, I know you're thinking, that is the biggest tea bag I've ever seen. These are gallon-sized tea bags. And you empty them the same way that you do a regular size tea bag. You let it completely dry before you open it. Just completely dry. And I put mine on like a food rack, and then I just let it sit. And these great big ones take, gosh, they take a while. I kind of shake them around and let the tea inside of it kind of, get even. And then they take a while. They take 2 or 3 days to dry. And I just keep flipping them around. That's why I get these dark marks on them, and I love them. And then after they're dry, I trim off the top edge just really carefully. And then I take out the tea, and then I use the tea bags. And we're going to use those maybe in another project if I don't decide we're going to use that here. Now today we're also going to, I got out my washi tape, I got out the paper. We're also going to dye some of the paper and use that for actual pockets on some of these pages. So, and here's another old piece of a little card. So I have all kinds of things that we're going to use to decorate these pages. And so let's just get started. So the lace, I want to go on and put some lace on some pages so that it can be drying. So the lace, oh my gracious, the lace bucket is sitting right over here off the view of you, so it's not in your face. So let's pick out some few pages. Now we still have the front and the back to decide what to do, and the cover. I think I know what I want to do with the cover. I have a really pretty Christmas card that's just a little bit smaller that I want to put on the cover, and I think it's right here in here. I want to see if I have it in here or if I've already taken it out. I might have already taken it out to make sure that it fits. It looks like I might have already taken it out. It might be on the other workspace. Oh, now that one's really cute, isn't it? Now that would be kind of cute. Huh. Kind of goes along with the colors of our paper. I think I already took it out. Let's see. Oh, now that one's pretty too. Now the red doesn't go, but I don't mind that. I do like that on there. I love the barn. And it's kind of raised in different places. All right, I'm going to have to decide here. Now, of course, lace is going to come around. So I'm wondering if I have something that will kind of go with this here on the side. I think I need to trim this lace to go here on the side. Okay, we're going to work on the cover at another time because that's not what our goal is today. Our goal today is to work on these pages, and that's going to be the snowman's going to be something I do another day. So let me get this trimmed here. Okay, let me stand this up. See if I can do this with my hand upside down. Oh, good gracious, this is something else. Let me see if I can hold this while I do this. This is definitely an adventure. Let's see if I can do it this way. Let's see if I can do it this way. Oh, that's much better, Lori, you ding dong. There we go. Much better. Ooh, the silly snowman he just makes me laugh every time I see him. Oh my gracious, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so let's start back here. Now, again, I'm not sure what we're going to do with the front pages or those back original pages. But I do know I want to put right here, I want to use one of these cards. Okay, so it's going to have to go in here. So it's going to have to most likely go right in here because I can't wrap it around here because we've got this. So I can't wrap it like this because we've got that pocket. But I could, let's see, it goes this way, it's holly. I could put it this way, like that, and make it a side tuck if I wanted. Or I could open it like this and have you know, and cover the inside and have pockets on the inside. So let's maybe do that. Let's put that there, and then we could have some lace on the side of it. That's a possibility. So let's put that there. Let's see what's on this page here. There's nothing here. Now, I don't have to cover every single page right now. So right here, let's pull this off. We were going to put that. I don't want another one of those. I don't want another one of these big pockets. So I'm going to, let's see, I already put that down, but that's all right. I can cover that. I'm not concerned about that being glued right here. I'm not concerned about it. Let's see. I can put, where did that thing go I just had in my hand? I can either put another page on it or I can take this one out. And then I have a whole page. I think I'm going to take this page out. Now, I'm just going to take this page out because I don't want this page. But I am going to save this because I might want to use it someplace else. Okay, and so in here, let's see, can I put a wrap page? I can. So I can put something else around here. So in my Christmas cards and in my lace box, let me get a hold of my lace box here. Okay, so in the lace box, we can actually take maybe a piece of this antique lace and we could wrap it this way. I think I want to go, can I take it this way? I can. This page is a little firmer because these are glued together. And let's see here. How much are they glued? And we can glue it around like this. We can glue this way. We can glue that way and then put something across the top maybe. Now, the thing with making lacy pockets is you have to make sure that they're firm. You have to. Or whatever you put in them gets, you know, they get really floopy. And I know floopy is a really odd word. But they get really like this. They get like this. And they don't hold anything you put in it. So if I decide to put this in it, and I don't have this glued down firmly, it's not going to hold it. It's going to be really saggy. Saggy's a good word. It's going to get really saggy. Okay? So I need to make sure that this big pocket is glued down well. So I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. Okay? And okay, and I've folded it, you know, where I wanted it. I've folded it and I've creased it. And since it's so old, now you can also use ink on this if you want, or I would actually use oxide to give it some color because the oxide will spread a little bit more than your ink. And I'm going to use this as my guide for size. Okay. So I'm using that for size. And I'm going to lay this side down first. Just like this. And I am going to put this down. Now I've got this pretty close to the spine. I want it there. It's not tucked into the spine, but it's really close to it. But I do want it there. And I'm going to use my pin to make sure that this stays on the glue line I made. I don't want it wiggling and wobbling around. Okay. And then I'm actually just going to use this to guide my glue across the bottom. Whoops! I went right off of it. So I'm going to have to make sure I get the glue off of the other pages. Okay. Now, I need to make sure that this is taut. Just like this, okay? You need to make sure that it's taut. And see what I did? I pulled it right out of that glue. There you go. Just like that. So hold it down and make sure it's taut. Now, you can also add this on a piece of paper if you want. You can just glue it down to a piece of decorative paper if you want. And that does add a little bit more support. Here we go. Now, I am going to turn this over, and I know I'm taking a risk, but it's just for a minute. Here we go. You can glue this here to a piece of paper. Now, over here, I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm just going to glue top and bottom because I want a side tuck, okay? So, but before I do that, I want this piece to dry, okay? So I'm going to take my paper clips out, and I know some people think paper clips don't really do anything, but I just want to hold this in place as there we go, as I'm turning my page. I don't want it to wiggle out of place. There we go. I just don't want this to wiggle, especially down here. There we go. That'll hold it. That'll hold it just like that. Okay? Now, it's not going to be permanent like that, so don't panic. I just don't want it to wiggle out of place until I'm ready, until the glue sets up a little bit. Come on, get back in there, you little stinker. Just like that. Okay? So, that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to hold it in place. And then I can come back and I'm going to put a piece of lace in there, and I'm going to just slide that in there. Okay? Now, I have some scrap lace in here, and I'm going to see what I have. I don't want anything real big and bulky. Oh, look right there. He was waiting on me. Oh, and I even have a little piece of gold. Let's see if we can maybe cut that in half. Let's see if we can cut this in half. I think that might work. Just like that. Okay. And maybe a piece like that. Now, let's see if we can get those through there. And we're going to put those scraps back in there. Whoops, maybe we are, maybe we're not. Okay, now for this, I might put this on there. Maybe I won't, but I might use that someplace else in this book. Okay, so I'm going to just line these up. It's okay if they're not the same. I don't mind. And I want to put these. Now I'm going to scrunch my gold up here. See if I can get them through this little eyelet. Maybe. Up, here it comes. Here it comes. Well, I think I spoke too soon. All right, let me get my tweezers here and get a hold of it. Come here, you. Come back here. Come back here. You're not going anywhere. There we go. Now, I only want one side of it. Okay, I only want one side of you. Just need to figure out which side. There we go, just like that. Okay, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to tie this. I'm actually going to put you back up now so you can see what I'm doing. There we go, just like that. Oops, get out of there. Okay, which side needs to come out now? Oh no, don't tell me I tied it wrong. Oh my gracious, did I do that wrong? There it goes. There it goes. Okay, so I'm going to take my Fabri-Tac, and to keep this little knot that I just made from wiggling loose, I'm going to stick the tip of it underneath, and I'm just squirting just a little dab of glue under there. Okay, shaky hands, get in there. And then I'm going to pull it tight again, just like that. And then I'm just going to leave it just like that. And then it's going to sit just like that in there. Okay? And I think it's dry enough. I'm going to leave it paper clipped. I'm going to pull this back out, and I'm going to turn this over. And then this is going to be pulled taut again. You know what? I'm going to take these clips here, there, and I'm going to hold this. Maybe I need to put it up here. And I'm going to glue this so it can be drying. Now, I'm going to do the same way I just did it. I'm going to use this for space. And I'm going to just take it straight over. Just like that. And see the little seam at the top? That's kind of what I'm guiding it on. And I'm going to take one of these little paper clips here in just a second. And I'm making sure this is taut. I'm kind of guiding that little seam right into the glue. There we go. And I'm going to do the same here at the bottom. I'm pulling these off the bottom. And I'm going to do the same thing here at the bottom. I want to make sure, pull that up. I want to make sure at the bottom that it's good and taut. And I'm just going to follow this across the bottom. Just like that. And I'm going to make sure the bottom is taut, but I don't want it to curl the page. You know, I'm not pulling it so tight that it's curling this page back. And then I'm going to push that little seam there into the glue. And then I'm just holding it for a second until I know it's caught. Just like that. Okay. Now, your fingers are going to get a little sticky, but that's all right. You know, that's all part of the creating. Okay, now I'm going to take my paper clips and I'm going to put them back. I'm not pushing them in all the way. I'm just, whoops, pushed it right off. Did it again. There we go. There we go. And I'm putting 3 of them on that time just to hold them in place. And up here, I'm going to put 1 right here just to hold that in place. So I'm not pulling it off. Put the rest of them back in there. There we go. Now up here, I made this little, remember we made this little funky fold. Well, I do want to keep that because that'll hold some small stuff. So I do want to fold that, but I want to add some lace across this bottom. Now, I don't want big lace. I don't want great big funky, you know, funky lace. But I do want something that's fun. Or it doesn't have to be fun, but I want something that's gonna. So let's see what we have in our little box here. Okay, maybe we're just going to use this because this is what I can get my hands on. Well, maybe. Gosh, I can't get the end of it. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to glue these folds down right here. Okay? So I'm going to grab hold of my art glitter glue. I'm just going to slide the paper clip off. Now, to make this work, I'm just going to put a dot of glue. Maybe. Maybe not. All right. Come on, you silly thing. All right. Let's grab our pen. She's being grumpy today. Now, to make this work, you just want a little dot of glue right there. You're not going to glue the whole thing. Okay, that's all you want right there. That's it. Then unfold it just like that. And I'm just going to go about halfway and come up. And that's it. And then I'm going to fold back. I'm going to tuck this back and I'm going to put that back down. Okay, so that's going to give me a pocket up here, a pocket here, a little tuck here, a little tuck here. Okay, and that's what I wanted. All right, let's put that away. Now, I want to put my lace down here. So, back to the Fabri-Tac with me. You can use our glitter glue for this. You don't have to go back and forth with your glues. You don't have to go back and forth. Use your art glitter glue if you choose. Now, oh, you know what? I should have inked this page. Darn it, darn it. I should have inked my page. Well, too late now, Lori Bell. Too late now. Silly girl. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this down. Right along there. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to, I need to take that off of there, don't I? I wondered why my page wasn't moving. And I'm going to cut that straight with my page. Just like that. Okay. Now, I don't want to mess with this right this minute because I've got glue back here. And I might come in later and ink this page right here. Maybe with green or like with pine needles with green or with the berries, the red berries right here. But I need to let this glue dry up here. Now, up here, I do want to put some of my stickers. I have some stickers because this is kind of plain, don't you think? I really think it's kind of plain. Both of these pages are really kind of plain, and I want some stickers on them, and I love these stickers. Yeah, so these are just little butterflies. I mean, not butterflies. Good gracious, these are little stickers that I got at they're from the Paper Studio, and I think I got them at Michael's. And they're just little snowflakes. Now, I've had this pack of them for 2 or 3 years, and every year I buy a new pack, and you can see, you know, I don't use a lot of them, and they have just little bits of glitter on them, and is this still sticky? Not very sticky, so I am going to add just a little bit of glue on the back, and I'm going to use my glue stick. Ooh, I'm going to need a new glue stick here pretty soon. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back. And I am going to add some snowflakes bopping around. Are you guys getting snow where you are? I have my Heidi Ho list that we're going to do here later on to thank everybody. Yeah, I know you think I forgot again. We're going to start doing that at the end to say Heidi Ho to everybody. All right, let's get a couple on here. There we go. And I think we might even put some. I think I might even stick one inside the pocket. Oh, yeah, I do like that. Looky there. We're going to stick one inside our pocket there. And I think I want one up here. Okay, so I think I want one up here at the top of the page. Right there. And I think I want one more maybe down here at the bottom. Let's go with this one. And then we need to do some on that page on the back side. Maybe we'll do, oh, that page, that's a different page, isn't it? Whoops. That's a whole different page. Okay, so we need to do one back here because this doesn't have any. Okay, so let's do some snowflakes back here. Now, if you don't have snowflakes, you can do something else. You know, you can use rub-ons if you want. And I think I'm going to put some snowflakes in here. You could use rub-ons if you wanted. You could use different stickers if you wanted. I have a whole thing of different stickers that I'm going to use here later on in the book. And I'm going to put one right here. There we go. And this one I want up here to cover that name. There we go. Just like that. There we go. Oh, make sure that's sitting down. Okay. Okay. So I think I've been thinking about this little card. So I think I want this little card here. Because this is going to go in here. Oops. This needs the edge. The edge of this needs down. So let me put a little bit of glue here on the edge of that. This little was just a little printable, and I backed it on a piece of heavy-duty brown cardstock, and then I took the little you know, the little pearls like you get at Walmart, the Dollar Tree. They look like this, except they're white. They look just like this, except they're white. And because it had little pearl places, so I just glued those on, added the eyelet, and that's how this little thing was born. And that's going to go in there. Okay, I think this can come off now. Let's take these off. That can go in there. Okay, so I think on this page here, I want to add, whoops, but I do think we need to add over here. I want to add this, but I want it to, I want to flip. So maybe not this one. Okay, so maybe not. Let's take this more to the back. Okay, so we have split pockets that are supposed to go here. So maybe instead of adding split pockets there, let's see what we have here. So if we want this to be a flip, it needs to go on the right side. It needs to go on this side. So if I want it to flip out, it can go here. And I can, let's take this off. Okay, let's take this off here. Okay, I have an idea for it. Okay, so I think what I want it to do is, these two pages are not glued together. That we're working on right here, they're not glued together. So I think what I want to do is, I want to take this page, or this card, and I want to cover the inside with something. Let me get a hold of this page here. And then I want to, let me get a hold of it here. There we go. And I want to make this go this way, like that, okay? And maybe we'll even cover the back. I don't know, we might leave them just like they are, but to make them flip, we need a piece of paper on the edge. So let's grab a hold of this is just one of our pages. And, oh, didn't cut that long enough. And that's not long enough. All right, so let's grab a piece of our page. And these are 2 pages glued together, so this will be long enough. And let's cut this. Okay, I want this about 2 inches long, or about 2 inches wide, I mean. All right. Okay, so I've got it the width that I want it. And I've got it the length that I want it. Okay. Now, I'm going to clean it up here on the edge. Now, you can use your ruler to do this. You can use your scissors to do this. You can clean up your edges however you choose to do it. Okay. Then you're going to take your page and you're going to fold it in half. Just like this. Okay, fold it in half. Now, you're going to open up your card like this, and you're going to decide where you want it. Where do you want it on your page? Okay, so I want mine. I don't want it at the bottom. I don't want it at the top. I kind of want it right here in the middle. And I want it to go around because I want it to flip around. Come on, you silly page. I want it to go around the page like this because what I want it to do when it closes is I want it to open like this. Okay, so I want it to go around the page. So I'm going to glue half of it on here. I'm going to glue half of it on here. And then when you cover the inside, if you choose to cover it, this is covered. Okay? So I'm putting glue here. And I'm just lining this up. Just like that. Okay. Now, if I'm going to cover this, now's the time to cover this. Okay. And I do think that I want to cover it with something. It can be anything. It can be another book page. It can be a piece of our scrapbook paper that we've been working on. It can be a piece of your personal art. It can be anything that you choose at this point. It can be anything. If you don't want to cover it, don't cover it. You don't have to. But I want to cover it with something. I want to cover it with, it has to be something that's going to fit it. So, you need to make sure you have something that's going to fit it. And I want to use this piece. So I need to make sure it's going to fit. So I need to trim it. Now, don't cut this off. This other piece, don't cut that. So wrap it around and make sure it's down good and tight. So use your bone folder. Whoops. Use your bone folder. Make sure it's down good and tight. Okay, so I have some edges that need glued down here. So I'm going to glue those down from where I cut it. Oops, 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 don't you dare glue down. From where I cut it, it came apart. Come on. Now, I'm going to just rub off the glue that got on there. Okay. Now, this is the piece I don't want to do. But this is the piece I do. Right here. This is what's going inside. Alrighty here. So, I'm going to use my glue stick. Now, I could also use wet glue. But I'm choosing to use my glue stick so I can get a better, I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Okay. Yep, I'm going to have to get out another glue stick. Okay. Now, take the page that you're going to cover it with and make sure that you start at the bottom, go all the way over to the edge. Remember, you're just covering the inside of your page. That's all you're doing. Now, if you want to cover this, you can. You can cover that. If you want to do that, you just wrap it around like that. And now that's going to wrap around your page. That's wrapping around your page. And you'll just glue this to this. Okay? Does that make sense? But you don't want this to be sticking out. Then let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, you don't need it too tall. If you want your inside piece to wrap around your page, let me show you what I mean. If you want this to wrap around your page, okay, so I want this to go in my page, okay, and I want it to wrap around like this. Okay, so if I want the colorful piece to wrap around, then that's what it's going to look like now. Okay, that's what it looks like now. So now my tuck, now this tuck that I created is already covered. Okay, you don't have to cover it now. It's already done. So you're going to take your glue. It's the quick, easy way to do it. And you're going to cover your little tuck with your extra paper. Just like that. Okay, so pull it out. Make sure it's glued down well. Make sure it's glued down well. See, I had extra glue, so I just need to make sure my glue's off. Okay. Okay. Now, if you want to round these corners, because this is a separate page, you can. And if I could find my corner rounder, I would gladly do that. But there it is. I love rounding my corners on, on tucks. Okay, make sure it doesn't glue down. Okay, and if you want to ink this, you can. Okay, here's this. Okay, now what did I do with it? That's a really good question, isn't it? Isn't it? Okay, somebody holler out if you see it. Somebody holler out. There it is. There it is. Because I do not see it. All right, there's my bone flair. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These things happen when I'm doing this. Things just up and disappear. Okay. What's this? That's not the one. Okay, I know where it is. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I see it. It's grown legs. There it is. Told you it grew legs. Told you it grew legs. Yep. And now, if you want to decorate your page more, you can decorate your page more. You can add whatever, whatever you choose to add, you can add to it. Or you can do like, you know, you can add punches, you can add, see, I'm just inking up a little bit. You can add punches, you can add stickers, you can add rub-ons, you can add whatever you choose. Okay, now I'm going to go on and get this glued in. I have got to find my other one of these. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I want to wrap it around this book. And I know some of you are thinking, open here. Now, I want to add another pocket in here. So, you know what? I think I want to do that before I put this in here. Okay, so in here, the pocket that I want to add is, I want to use this little green plaid paper. Oh, no, I do not. I thought that little green plaid went with it, but oh my gracious, it does not. So let's see if our little trees. Oh, now that's not bad, but that is not what I thought it was. Okay, lace, you're gonna have to move, bud. Now, this is also gonna get some lace on it, so it's not just gonna sit, you know, out in Never Never Land. It's going to get a little bit of a lace attachment to it. Now, where are those little 6x6s? Oh, here they are. Here they are. Yeah, the one that fell apart just really disappointed me. Okay, this little vellum here is the one I'm looking for. Not you. You are just out there. Now, I thought one of these little vellums had pine cones on it. Oh, no, that one's not bad. I do like that one. But I guess I was wrong. Okay, let's see if we can get this one out. Oh, now that one comes out fairly easy. Yeah, this is the one that fell apart. It just completely fell apart. Okay, here's the paper cutter. All right, let's trim across the top here. We're going to give this a little vellum pocket. Oh, hold on here. We need to put the pin in the glue. Now, let's trim across the top here. Get this straight. There we go. Now, I want to, right here, or actually, I don't want to put it here because this is going to open this way, and then the pocket's going to flip this way. Okay? So, I don't want to put this, I want to put it this way. So I usually put a little 2-inch pocket, but since that's kind of small, I don't think I want a 2-inch pocket. I think we might just go 1.5 inches. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Now, but I think I want this side. But I don't want there. I want right here. Now, let's see if we can mark it and see it. Now, let's see if we can see that vellum. Now, let's see if we can see the vellum. Oh, that worked. Now, let's see if we can erase the pencil mark on the vellum. Oh, that worked. Okay. All right, so let's go on and put this down. I think I was told I have to use this. Now, I wonder if I can. All right, you guys, I'm going to see if I can round this little corner. Oh, well, now that's interesting. You can round corners on vellum. I did not know that, you guys. I did not know that. And I'm just adding a little tiny bit of ink on the edges. Okay. Now, I know this is going to go on white, but I also know it's going to dry clear. And until it dries clear, it's going to make me crazy. Oh my goodness, I have to poke it again. You are just being a naughty girl today. Come on. Come on. Come out, you little stinker. There we go. I'm trying to just get a nice fine line. Because I know it'll spread. There we go. Now, I want this to kind of be centered. There. Just like that. All right, let's get it on our page. Now, until this, let's kind of wake this up here a little bit. Okay. Now, you could also add on the other side if you wanted. You could cover this. You could add pockets on it. But right now, it just gives you a nice little journaling space. Now, I don't really write in my journals. Every now and then I do, but not on a regular basis. Now, remember, I want this to be a tuck. So, I'm going to glue across the top and across the bottom. And then I'm going to decide where I want it. Now, I'm not putting it all the way up to the fold. I'm leaving just a smidge, so it has room, you know, to fold in and out. And I am making sure, let me grab my towel here so I can wipe this off. Making sure that it stays down. Let me throw these away. I don't need these on this page. Okay. Now, again, you can add stickers to this page. You can add whatever you choose to this page and to this. Okay. And now we have this page that we can do something with. And I'm just going to leave it for right now. And I'm going to put this vellum over here. And I will have other tucks and just little pockets that I make along the way. And remember that Santa that I have been trying to find a home for? Well, you know what? Let me get my dryer off of here, because I don't need him anymore. I got him trimmed. Now, I want to show you, I want to add this piece of this painting that I did. I wanted to show you how I'm going to do that. Now, this is just a book page that I painted on. So, I wanted to add it back here, back in this area anyhow. So, I just need to figure out how wide does it need to be. And if it's, you know, going to be too big, then that's all right. So, it needs to actually come in quite a bit. So, that means part of that's going to get cut off. Let's see about the other one that's smaller. Where's the other one? I think this one is smaller. I think this one's smaller but longer. Yeah, this one's just longer. Well, not a whole lot smaller, is it? Okay, so you measure your length and your width of your page. Now, to paint on a book page, you do just like we did in our previous video where we stenciled. You paint your book page with matte medium or with gesso, whichever one you have. And I just drew these little ornament balls with something that was the size that I wanted. And then I painted them. The top here is made with modeling paste, and then the little strings here are done with gold paint. And then I used, this is just paint up here, and then my splatters are just gold paint. But then when it was dry, I used, it's called an extreme glitter, and it's made by Folk Art to go over the top of it. Okay, so I'm just measuring this. Okay. All right, so let's see. All right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to add it with washi tape, and these definitely need glue. So I'm going to decide the page that I want, and I think I want to add it right in here. I'm going to turn my page over, and on the back of my page I want to add 4 pieces of washi. Okay, now on my washi I need to add some glue because this is not sticky washi at all, and it will peel up in a matter of minutes. Okay, so there's 1. Two. Alrighty, well, while I'm doing this, I would like to thank everybody for their fine comments and everybody that has subscribed, and I have my list. I just have to get a hold of it. So a great big Heidi Ho, and a thank you for comments from Karen and Mona and Tammy and Carol. I know I'm behind, so today is going to be a longer list than normal. And Amy and Nancy and Deborah and Tara. And welcome, a great big Heidi Ho to our new subscribers. Katie, Lovely Crafting Lodge, Butterfly Crafts and Crochet, Clara, Sue, Danny, I think you say her name is Laurels, and if not, I highly apologize for that. Please let me know how you say your name. Patricia, Clara, and Dana. Welcome, and thank you for the fine comments. And we will welcome and say a great big Heidi Ho to everybody every Monday. And I thank you all for your your nice comments and your suggestions for pages and your help on things. Okay, so we've got our washi tape on, and I'm going to attach it to this page. So I'm laying it down, and I am putting it close to my spine, and I'm centering it, and I'm tucking the washi in, and I'm laying it here on my page. Okay, now all of my pieces have glue on them, and I'm going to have to fold this side in here. Okay, so you make sure they're down, and now I have an additional page that has my artwork on it. So to make it the same size as my book, you just fold it in. That way you're not losing any of your artwork. Okay? So there you go. So thank you guys for joining me today for all the fun and all the mischief that we've gotten into and all the gluey mess. And we are going to continue adding lace and fun to our journal. Whoops, that one's stuck. There we go. So today we added this fun page. And I think we're going to add some lace over here. And we've added some fun lace. And we've added some fun pockets. And we have added, oh my gracious, we've added some tags. We've said a great big Heidi-ho to everybody. And we put a tag together. And I think the next time we are going to be working on some of the pages more toward the back of our book, and adding some more lace and getting our book. It's going to take a while, but I do believe that we're going to be winding our book down for the next couple of videos and adding some more lace and some more of all the fun stuff, because I do believe we're going to be adding, now you can see I'm going right over this. We're going to be adding some charms to a few pages. And I'm going to show you how I like to do that. And this piece is just going to go just like that. And we're just going to let it go right through there. Now, this page is going to have to stay open right here while that glue dries. Now I'm looking for my scissors. As always, I'm looking for my scissors. And we're also going to make some more tags. We're going to put some more tags together. Oh, there's the pin we couldn't find, you guys. We're going to be making some more tags for our book. And we're going to be adding some of the fun charms that I have. And we're going to be looking for my scissors because I can't find them. And I know they're around here somewhere because I just had them. Oh, here they are. Oh, my goodness sakes. That's what happens when you pick something up, Lori. There we go. I think I need to wash off my scissors. Oh, goodness. So there we go. So we've got that page done. We've got this page done. Those were some easy pages. And then we flipped to the back. And we added a fun flip out page here. And it flips around to the back for a fun little tuck. Where we can add, let's see, what can we add back here? Can we add, will this one fit? Nope, but will that fit that way? No. Good gracious. What will fit in here? Will this fit? No, little postcards won't fit. So we're going to have to find something that'll fit in there. We'll find something that fits in there, or we'll make something that'll fit in there. So, until I see you again in our next video, there we go, that'll fit in there. Until our next video, thank you again for joining me and having some fun with me today. Ta-ta for now.